I want to introduce you all to my friend Raven White.
Yes.
So how did we meet, Raven?
We
Tell the
met
story.
not too long ago,
No.
but it feels like we've known each other.
Yeah.
It's a very good connection that we've made, but we have recently met through Dion. I was a first-time member of Lowly Sauna Lounge not even a month ago. I read the story. I was honestly moved by it, and I advocate for everything that your purpose is here.
Yeah.
And I just walked up to Dion and I said, you know what? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you and your wife. I love the facility. I told him what I do. I'm in birth work.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to bring this to my clients and birth work and my postpartum mothers. And he said, you need to talk to Cindy. And I said, I love a Cindy.
And so Dion raved about you, Raven. And my daughter is 38. Oh, and she's going to be mad I said how old she is likely. But anyway, when she was born, I was not in a good relationship, not in a good place. She was an infant. We moved to St. Louis.
Yeah.
So I moved away from family. I didn't have any support.
Yeah.
I was so lonely going through postpartum in a bad situation.
Yeah.
And I just needed a friend. I could have used a Lily, right? I could have used that.
Yeah.
And so I've had this big vision of having this place being a space where women can support each other. And there's there was no time in my life I was more vulnerable than a new mother, new city, all the stuff that I just expressed. And I often thought, okay, Lily would be such a great place to be like hot mamas, where women gather and just be with each other and where we can just tell, what's on our hearts and our minds and, stuff that is going on.
Yeah,
and so
we need the space.
we do. And when I learned about you, I was like, wait a minute, I've got to know this. I probably just overwhelmed you with my first phone call with you because I'm so amped up about it. And then, it's just like the way things happen at Loyally is the right person walks through the door.
Yes.
So tell me about what you do. And and I also I want people to understand your beautiful heart and your unselfish love and your wisdom and the bigger picture. Because when we first met, you told me a story that is just so beautiful of how you are as a human.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, yes, I became into birth work about 8 years ago now, and I came into it unknowingly. I did not know that I was going to be a birth assistant. I was going to be present in another woman's delivery and be actually hands-on, active, present for her.
Yes.
I just took on the role. It felt very intuitive and it felt special. And honestly, it bonded us as women for eternity, I'll say.
Yeah.
That alone was the foundation of a friendship that I feel like wherever life takes us, whatever happens, we still have that to ground us on because there's not really words for it, but I'll say that is how I started in birth work. I assisted, which is actually my son's youngest brother. His mother came to visit us and it just so happened, which is divine timing.
Now, hold on a second.
Yes.
Because you were in a relationship
Yes.
with this woman's, the father of her baby.
The father,
right?
yes.
And so 2 women, same man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which is not uncommon.
No, it's not.
It's not uncommon.
No, it's not.
And, I feel like at my maturity, the only thing that I could place is that this is bigger than us.
Absolutely.
We have children to be born.
That's right.
There are children to be born. We have children to raise. And if we didn't share the same father of these children, would I still treat you the same? Would I still honor you the same? Would I still show you the same respect? Yes, I would.
Yes, you would.
So what would be the difference? Essentially, because honestly, I knew my purpose here and it took her to fulfill that purpose. And so I did.
So you did.
So I did. And you know what? That is one of my rarest births. That baby was born on call, which is when the baby is still born in the sac, live birth, still in its amniotic fluid sac, and just still swimming in there. the father had to open the sack for him to catch his first breath. And that is a very rare event. So
super beautiful.
Thank you. Very special. And that was the beginning of my career as a birth worker. And I do identify as a birthing doula. So I am present during women's labor and delivery. And so far, so good. 8 years in.
How many children have you delivered?
I have delivered, let's see, over the course of 8 years, counting my own.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Because I did have an unassisted, unmedicated home birth.
Okay.
With no medical professional there, not even a midwife. So I do count one of that. I count myself as my own client.
I would count it. I would count
myself as my own client. I have had 7 births.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
And actually 2 in this year.
Uh-huh.
I've just had 1 recently. So yes, she was just born in July. Beautiful, beautiful baby girl. I've had the last 3 were girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
really great.
Yes.
Really,
Thank
really
you.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we welcome you to Lorley.
Thank you.
We're so glad you're here.
Yes.
And I would love to get something going with you.
Yes.
I want to do Hot Mamas.
Yes, I would love to.
And just a women only time.
Yes.
Likely on Tuesday and Thursday mornings.
Okay.
One or the other.
Yes.
And just to be women, and we'll close the door, we'll turn off the cameras,
Yes.
Well, it's just women.
Yes.
And I know it took a minute to get my body back in shape and to feel in my body, because it had been in service, for a whole nother human life for a minute.
Yes.
And then also the shared wisdom of women.
Yes, absolutely.
And when you're in the midst of it or you've been through it, like, what we learn from each other, I just think leapfrogs us in life, right?
Absolutely.
And we don't have to go through it. If I can learn from you and you can learn from me, then I don't need that lesson. Like, I do not have to have that physical lesson, right?
Let's get back to the discussions and the real life experiences, the highs, the lows, the uglies, the beautifuls. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
And the thing about Loli is that I'd love to bring the attention that I think one thing as women know is warming methods, warm water, warm compressions. Those things are very rejuvenating and healing for the body, but cold is not talked about enough. And that's when I read y'all's story, I just was like, if it can cure cancer, if it can cure depression, which is huge, number one in postpartum, let's talk about it. And you know what? It's not a pretty thing to experience, but that's something that I think it takes a community to get through and get over and to see the results of, what you experience. So I'd love to bring that to the table for women.
And we do this in community.
Okay.
Like, our cold plunge is big. It holds 8 women easily.
Yes.
And when you do it together and you have each other to breathe with and to just hold the space with and just to be present.
Yes.
And we're not talking about 30 minutes. We're talking about, 30 seconds to 3 minutes,
Absolutely.
right? But just doing it, just that gas that, that takes your breath away. That is a rebirth. That is a rebirth for your spirit. It's a reboot for your nervous system.
Absolutely.
Like, everything changes in that moment.
Yes.
And the body heals. It's, I just call it cold water courage.
Yeah.
Like, so many things go on in your body when that happens.
Yes.
Cycling between cold and heat. Contrast therapy is that cycling between cold and heat.
Yeah.
And, Dion's story of having the dream that cold would cure him.
Wow.
And it was the difference between, like, okay, it was chemo or cold water. Like, ooh, this one, let's try this.
Let's try this.
And I had a healing too.
Yes.
And it was just this amazing thing. And so being present for yourself, that's what cold water taught me.
Yes.
Is to be present for myself and the power of my own breath.
Yes.
And that is a superpower.
Absolutely. So that is what I want to bring our mothers to, back to themselves. They've just given everything to this child and released it all. And now it's time to just give back to self, get back to spirit.
Yeah. And we're stronger together.
We are.
So much so.
We really are.
We really are.
Yes.
So welcome, Raven.
You.
So glad you're here.
Yes. Thank you, Cindy.
And join us. Like, to know more, you can you can find it on Instagram, also on Lily's website page.
Yes.
And how can people get in contact with you, Raven?
Yes, I do have social media accounts. I have a Facebook. It is under Raven White. And I have my business birthwork Instagram account, which is Hathor Hands, the name of my birthworking business, which I do have labor and delivery doulas, postpartum doulas available for clients. And Hathor Hands is spelled Hathor, Hands, Hands.
Well, I am so glad you're here.
Mm.
And I'm so glad birthing aftercare and really supporting mothers and supporting motherhood
Yes.
and knowing the honor that that is. I'm just so glad to
Yeah.
know you.
Yes, you as well.
So welcome to the Lily family.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely.